Alright, what is going on, y'all? My name is Hayes, and today we're going to be checking out Tom Macdonald Withdrawals. I know I'm late. I had to go get some new tires on my car. The appointment was early, so I had to do what I had to do. Now, glasses on. Let me make sure I can, see everything. And, yeah, I'm not going to waste any time. Let's just go ahead and get into this because I got to get to training soon. Got a race today, race day, you hear me? Put a chat out. There we go. All right. Tom Macdonald Withdrawals. No, I don't know what this, obviously, look, the title of the song, we already know. What is it maybe about? Probably something to do with, what up, Aristondo? What up, Leslie Bates? You feel me? You feel the shirt. All I do is eat. What does it say? Eat and sleep. No, that's not true per se, but just for the sake of the shirt. Anyway, the heck is this on my face? All right, let's go. Oh no. Tom Macdonald Withdrawals. Here we go. The doctor. Oh, dude. Okay, it's one of those tracks where we're just not wasting any time whatsoever. I don't know why. Where is my? Sorry about this. I should have had this set beforehand. Okay, let's make sure the audio is all good.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds.
First of all, can we appreciate the 5K support? Hey, you feel me? Look, Aristotle, look, I didn't choose the look. I mean, it is what it is. I forgot even where I even got this shirt. I think it was I think this was a Christmas gift actually, like a Christmas Eve gift. What up, S Gets? All right, let's go. We're starting off with that nice little piano beat.
The doctor said to talk to him if I wanted to get off my meds, but I never called his office and poured the bottle in the garbage can.
Never even talked to him, poured the bottle in the garbage can. Hold on, we got Tom over. We got the tears falling down. We got the, you know what I'm saying? We got the emotion here showing. Hold on, I bet that's worth at least. How much y'all think that's worth?
His office and poured the bottle in the garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and I'm anxious like the cops are here.
Ooh, you hear the voice? Hold on. Hearing the voices, the vocal, the undertones in there. Right when
garbage can. I'm stuck in this apartment and
nice.
I'm anxious like the cops are here. I tried to call like all my friends. None of them are answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia.
Talking about the symptoms of withdrawals. Talking about all the things that he's going through. You can hear the comms and yes it is. That's good.
Sleep at night and I keep rolling over cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me.
Okay, I'm loving this piano. The dung 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 dung. That is nice. Hold on, where y'all at? Hold on, I can't see y'all. There we go. All right, we'll move y'all a little later.
Answering. Is this the moment where I can't control it? Got no appetite, I guess the party's over. I can't sleep at night and I keep rolling over cause my skin is itchy and the paranoia got me worried sick and it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it.
Been throwing up and it looks like motor oil. Bro, motor oil, just that black, like almost like tar, like, oh Jesus.
And it is so annoying. I've been throwing up, it looked like motor oil, but I chose to quit and now I can't avoid it. The right things to do are the hardest choices. It's just the moment when I need.
That's a bar. The right things to do are always the hardest choices. In life, when we have to make those tough decisions, when you're presented decisions in life, you could take the easy route, you could take the hard route. And I will say most of the time taking the easy route is not the way to go, because it's not going to lead you to a point of fulfillment. Maybe to temporary satisfaction, yes, but to a point where you're actually like, you know, you want to get where you want to go. The easy choice is not it. Not at all. All it does is just make you, it's almost like lazy, you know what I mean? I learned that the hard way. I've always had to make that. I've always chose the wrong thing. I've always chose the thing that's like the thing that's gonna get me something right now, or the thing that's gonna, you know, where I can see the payoff right now, where, you know, I know it's gonna happen, you know. But that's not always, that's not, no. You need to make the decisions that are hard, because when it's hard, you know, sometimes that's how you know you're going in the right direction, you know. I love that line.
Things to do are the hardest choices. Is this the moment when I need a donor? Liver failing from the liquor pouring, while the room is spinning. It ain't vodka soda. What is almost killing me is being sober. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every.
Whoo! What up, Laura? I know we late. We finally on it though. Got my baby. I had to give my baby some new tires. He said this is what the kids call withdrawals. I like how he took that pause right there.
Pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone.
What up, Lisa?
I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it all.
Oh, I like how the other voices came in right there when he said drunk with my friends.
With all my friends. I'm gonna
Nice.
beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends. Never cared for therapists. My arrogance embarrassing. It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix the voluntary negligence.
Oh, wait, hold on. Already come in. Ah, dude, I'm hearing like the background stuff. Man, my son has lived Garfield for many years. He has many books of the comics. Hey, man, I remember back in the day, I used to have a bunch of Garfield stuff too, but you know what I'm saying? Garfield was that dude. If you haven't seen a Meat Canyon's Garfield video parody thing, I think it's called Lasagna. I think it's on the channel. I think I reacted to it, but anyway, God, I love these. I love, it's this simple kind of like piano, like be a dun 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 that's continuing throughout the track. But then I love how the vocals are mixed as well. 21 pounds, golly, yikes.
Never cared for therapists. My arrogance embarrassing.
Wait, hear the under the when they come in.
It isn't fair to tear with this. Addiction placed my parents in. I'm scared repair will never fix.
Yeah.
The voluntary negligence. The wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me.
The wear and tear my errors did. They almost had to bury me. Ugh.
Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't want to be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason.
Oh, that rhyme scheme right there. That the flow, the hold on.
To relax, lash out in anger.
Hold on. So let me.
Waste all my money on rehab.
Let's break that down. Hold on.
Where I screw up and relapse. Waste.
Is this the time? Is this the? So he's going. He's thinking in his head like, is this it? Like when he's about to do, he's like, okay, is this when I'm gonna? Is this when I'm gonna? Is this the time when I'm gonna screw up again? When I'm gonna go back? You know. Yes, it is. All right, let me move you guys over. Right there.
Almost had to bury me. Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax.
Is this the moment where I screw up and relapse? Waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the dad. Look, he's in his room right now. He's breaking stuff. He's trying to do everything possible not to go back.
But relapse, waste all my money on rehab. Can't take a pill from the doctor to relax. Lash out in anger whenever I react. Feel like a weak man, I don't wanna be that. Living every day to get a buzz on the weekend. I'm in the deep end, fighting with demons. Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason.
Trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. Hey, look, sometimes, look, I've been addicted to things before. Not like drugs and alcohol, but I have used things to, to cope with things, whether that have been fast food, whether that was like, stuff like that. So I have been like, addicted to things. Oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. Anyway, yeah, no problem, kiddo. So, hey, where was I? Anywho, yeah, but okay, fast food was my big addiction. That was my huge addiction, I was always floating between 160, 170, 175, 177 at my biggest. And then, somewhere in the last, around 2019, mid of the year, I found myself at 210 pounds. And, yeah, it just, I don't know how it happened. It just happened. I was upset at things and I just couldn't stop. There was a time where I lived off of freaking McDonald's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And, it wasn't good. Wasn't good at all. But now, hey, I'm all the way down to 168, somewhere around there. So now I'm feeling good, and I never want to go back ever. Now I still do. Listen, there's still times where I find myself in a period of weakness, and I find myself in a drive-through. Just like last night, I had Taco Bell, but my body's at a point right now where I can afford to do that now. Before I couldn't. You know what I mean? Once you get to a certain point, and your body's just so good at burning, stuff that you can kind of, but if I wanted to and I kind of want to get better, if I wanted to get more in shape, than I already am right now, I'd have to cut that. I'd have to stop. You know what I mean? I have to be more strict. But now I can be a little bit more free. I was at a cafe this morning, Blackberry Diner, it was, but yeah. Esket says, I've never struggled with a drug or alcohol addiction, but several in my husband's family have, and I've shared this song with them. Oh. Yeah, man. Hey, look. That's what I love about this music. Wow, Laura. 110 pounds. Woo! And kept it off. See, that's the important thing. Keeping it off. Congratulations. Shout out. That's what I'm talking about. Keeping it off. That's the thing you got to do, is keeping the weight off. Because some people yo-yo. They go up and they're like, I'm not trying to be one of those people. Shout out to Tom also for the ultra wide support. No black box on the screen. Anyway, let's go.
With demons, trying to stay clean, I just really need a reason. My bones are shaking in my hands and feet. I see my rib cage, but I can't eat. I still wake up panicking, so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe.
Oh my god, I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Jesus, bro. This is man, for those people like bro, run through like withdrawals and stuff and know like I mean this is obviously like I hope he's speaking to your soul right now and you know really just not sort of like bringing the pain back up again but like showing that like hey like you know you're not alone like this is you know this is something that a lot of us go through and you don't have to feel ashamed for it, you know.
Don't wake up panicking so I can't sleep. I just sit in the bathtub and try to breathe. Talk about pitfalls, surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call withdrawals.
Oh, another thing I was addicted to, sugar. Like, you know how hard it was sometimes to like say no to that brownie, to say no to that cake, say no to the ice. Like I had to have sugar every day. I had to. Like it was just one of those things. Like there's some brownies in my kitchen right now. Like I could just go and get one right now. Like I still have to like look at them and be like, you know, I remember like those times. Like I had a couple big old bags of M&Ms in my thing. Like I still you know, there's some times where, you know, I could say no to it, you know. What up, Daniela? There's some times where I could say no to it and I don't sometimes. So I guess that's still something that I guess I'm still working through. But it's not nearly as bad as it used to be. Like before I would just freaking there was one time where I had to leave work early because I ate so much sugar because I had 7 brownies the night before. Like, bro, it was bad. Like I literally had to leave work early. My boss was like, "Are you okay?" Like I was just slogging around. Luckily, it was a slow day. You know, luckily it was a slow day, and I could afford to, you know, to do that. But it was, you know. Oh, hold on now. There seems to be. Oh Jesus, hold on. God dang it, bro! I missed it again. Still trying to cop a better graphics card and upgrade. What up, Stephanie Nelson? Yeah, I'm glad you made it too. Yeah, I mean, I hope that for everybody going through stuff. I mean, it's a constant fight, and I don't think you ever I mean, some people do, but then there's sometimes where like I don't think you're ever truly like over the okay, it depends on what it is. Like if you're addicted to like, you know, went from Macdonald's King to the hurdle machine. Hey, that's tough, Kato. You know, I was always addicted to felt like even when I was in high school and I did hurdles, like I could eat whatever I want because I was in high school and I played 3 sports and like I was just so like just always in shape because I just exercised so much that it didn't matter what I ate. I ate Pizza Hut, Jack in the Box every day, like it didn't matter. But then when I got out of high school and I got done with like, you know, when I got hurt in college in hurdles and I pulled my groin, that's when I started to gain weight because I was like, okay, my track, you know, career is over and like it's done. And I was just like, okay, like what do I do now? And then I got let go from a job, like a 6-figure job, potential 6-figure surfing job in a very private very nice restaurant. And I lost that at 19 and then from there it was just like I just you know, I just kind of, you know what I mean? Broke up with this girl who I, you know, so this was back in like, yeah, I'm gonna call it 2019. So I was, you know, I was pretty upset. So whatever, I did what I did, and gained weight. Stopped working out as much, you know, and I just, you know, but yeah, sugar and fast food are like, you know, okay. Obviously, if you're addicted to like, if it's okay, if it's like freaking crack or like meth or like stuff like that, okay, obviously I'm not gonna be like, well, you know, you could just do it in moderation. You know what I mean? Just do no, like okay, that stuff obviously like quit that, cut that. You know what I mean? You know, but I had a flashback. Okay, but if it's like other addition, maybe like sugar, maybe like fast food, unhealthy food, stuff like that, you could do it in moderation. You know, maybe don't try and completely cut it off at first, but in moderation. Like now, like just yesterday, you know, I had like a little piece of a brownie. It wasn't like the whole thing, but it was a little bit. You know, it was enough to just satisfy it, just to scratch that itch. You know what I mean? Or like I had a bag of M&M, like I just take a little bit and I just eat some and I'm good. Or sometimes I go in the fridge and take a little swirl of whipped cream on my finger because whipped cream is like what 15 calories per serve. It's basically nothing. It's just freaking heavy cream and freaking water. So like but it satisfies that craving a little bit. You know what I mean? When I get that itch, I'm like, oh, I gotta have some sugar or something like that. I just do a little quick spray of whipped cream, make myself a little puppuccino, and you know, and that's it. But you gotta find a way to like get around it. For some people, like that itch is always gonna be there. It's always gonna be there. Doesn't matter what you like. It's just gonna be there. It's just about getting it down, like almost like to the point of squishing it, you know, because sometimes it just doesn't go away. But you got to know how to handle it, how to work around it. And so what he's talking right here is like, you know, he says like, oh, do I just sit in the bathtub? Like when that itch is just so strong that you just can't, like it's almost painful, you know. I have with soda. Soda, dude. I used to, man. When I was younger, I used to drink dark soda. I don't drink Coke. I don't drink Dr. Pepper. I don't drink none of that stuff. No dark soda whatsoever. I'm only a Sprite sometimes if I need like something sweet really quick. Like if I, you know, or no. You know what I do now? I drink Sprite Zero now because I noticed it doesn't even taste that much different from regular Sprite, and it's 0 calories. So I was like, dude, if I'm gonna have, you can have diet soda. Diet soda's fine, but you know. Yeah. Oh, dude. You know what's really my go-to? Sugar-free applesauce. If you've ever had sugar-free applesauce, oh my god, it tastes almost like this, bro. It's not even that bad. Like sugar-free applesauce it tastes more authentic. It tastes more like apple flakes. They don't put all that artificial crap in it, you know. And I also use 0 calorie sweetener in my stuff too. So I use Splenda. It's fine. Knockoff sugar. 0 calories.
Surrounded by brick walls. This is what kids call.
Surrounded by brick walls. You feel that? Like it's solid wall, solid material. You feel like you can't get out.
Withdrawals. Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all.
It better be Diet Cola, Daniela.
My friend, I've never felt this bad before. I don't know if I'll make it. Don't have the strength to get off the floor right now, but I'm hoping and praying. My whole life I wanted more. This might be the end, but now I've had too much fun. It's over now. I loved what I hated. Deleted every number.
I loved what I hated. Let's see. So right here,
now I've had too much fun. It's over now.
I've had too much fun. It's over now. Maybe like referring to like when you're coming to the realization that you know you need to stop. You know. Oh no, Daniel, no way. You know the worst soda actually in America for you is the worst soda on the planet is actually Mountain Dew. It's not even Coke. It's Mountain Dew is actually the worst soda for you because just the absurd amount of sugar in it. Insane.
Fun, it's over now. I loved what I hated.
I loved what I hated. You know? Hey, it's alright. We don't have time to fix our habits, you know what I mean? You know, switch it to Diet Coke. It's fine. Once you switch to Diet Coke, you'll be fine. Look, you'll get used to it. But you notice we said right here, like all the fun's over now. So when you finally come to the realization that look, it's time to settle down, it's time to like cool off. It's time to stop what I'm doing. It's time to stop the other stuff that I'm doing. I loved what I hated. Which is kind of like a little paradox, a little weird, like opposite thing. How do you love what you hate? But you loved the feeling that you got when you were on the stuff, but you hated it because of what it did to you. You hate it because of the withdrawals. You hate it because you know it's not good for you. But you also love what it can do for you, but you also hate what it can do for you. You know what I mean? Look, I love me some McDonald's as much as the next guy, but I hate McDonald's. I hate what McDonald's does to me. I hate what it did to me. But sometimes I just want me a nice double with some doubles is in and out. I love me a nice little McDouble with some fries and sweet and sour. So you know what I'm saying? Hold on. So, sometimes I love, but I hate also what it does to me. I hate how it makes me feel. You know what I mean? So I get that.
Deleted every number from my phone. I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna
there you go.
Or I won't and overdose. Really wish wish that I was high with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends. I'm gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
You already said delete it on my... Hold on.
Gonna beat it or I won't.
Delete it. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta break down this chorus.
Really wish that I'm staying with all my friends. Deleted every number from my phone, I'm staying home. Really wish that I was drunk with all my friends.
Deleted all the numbers out of my phone, staying home. Sacrifices right there. Mountain Dew, that too. The McRib. I never had... We don't have the McRib over here. Right there, yeah, that's called sacrifices. You gotta sacrifice. You gotta sacrifice sometimes. And you know, sometimes that's what it takes. If it takes, you know, getting away from all of that, if it takes deleting the numbers out of your phone, if it takes, you know, if this is what it takes sometimes. And some people might be like, oh, you know, why you like, dude, no. If they're really your friends, they'll understand. I mean, first of all, that's a whole nother conversation about, like, first of all, like, your friends shouldn't be leading you down a path of self-destruction. Number one, they should help you, bring you up, and help it. They see that you're going through something. They should be like, hey, man, like, you know what I mean? Because okay, the truth hurts. Sorry, you know, but real people, they tell each other the truth, and that's just what it is. So, sorry, like, be real, you know, with your friends. Let them know, like, hey, like, I think you should stop, or like, hey, you know, your friends should pull you out. They shouldn't be like putting you down a destructive path.
Gonna beat it or I won't and overdose. Really wish that I was high with all my friends.
So you saying, so it's like, you know, I'm gonna beat it or I won't. It's kind of like you've reached this point of like, you know, it's either I beat it or I don't, and I'll just overdose. Like, you kind of just like, it's like this drive to beat it. Like, you kind of just like almost giving up. It's almost like you're just letting it, you let it win. You know what I mean? You're like, this is it. This is my life. This is all it's ever going to be. And oh, well. Shout out to Nova for the video. Shout out to Evan Morgan for the mixing, mastering, all that good stuff. Yep, of course. Fire. Okay. That's going to be Evan Morgan. Evan Morgan's mixing and mastering. Holy crap. Ooh, sometimes the only way you connect with those friends are what you're addicted to. You know, yeah, I do agree with that. But at a certain point, though, like, you have to realize that sometimes your self growth has to do. Oh my God, think the process of self growth requires you to sometimes leave people behind. Sorry, like, that's just what it is. That's the truth. Let me get back to the center here. That's just the truth. Okay, sometimes that requires you to drop people off, and it's nothing personal. Like, it's just like, I've had to do it plenty of times, you know, where I'm moving like this, but they're still moving like this. Their life is going straight. I'm going like this, and eventually we're not in the same. Eventually, we're just not in the same place anymore. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. I've had many people like that in my life already. Come and go, because we're just on two different wavelengths. You know? I'm on a wavelength of progression. I'm going up. Yep. You have to remove what leads you to your weakness, as hard as that may be. You know? And if you want to stay in people's lives, if you really do care for them and you want to stay in people's lives, then hey, move up too. Move up with them. You know, don't be like, oh, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing, even though, because obviously you're self-destruction too. So if you don't want to move up together, if we're not on the path of self-growth and development, if we're not on the path of moving up in life and not staying in the same place, then if they're still on a path of just being the same, I don't have time for that. It is what it is. Yeah, be a light. Don't be a domino, you know? It's easy to be a domino. It's easy to just follow in line, do what everybody else is doing. That's how you don't grow. That's how you stay at the same spot forever. That's how, you know, that's how we grow as people. Sometimes, you know, man, it's tough. That's hard decisions to make sometimes. You think it's easy to just let people go? You think it's easy to like, no, it's harder to stick by someone. It's harder to, or, you know, it's sometimes like, it really just depends, because sometimes, it's easier to just like drag people along, and it's harder to actually let them go, because, you know, depending on who the person is, depending on all things like that, it's rough, you know, and you don't want to do it sometimes, but you have to choose yourself first, you know. Like I'm a big proprietor of, like, you know, of just doing what's best for you, even if that means, like, you know, even if that means letting, you know, people, I don't know, it's tough. It's hard to even like put into words sometimes, just because I've had to do it so many times, you know, from going out to parties all the time. Like I don't do that anymore. I'm 23. You would think like this will be the time for me to do it, but for some reason, like when I was like younger, like 17, 18, 19, like I got that out of my system, you know, and it didn't last long, to where like I'm at a point where like I don't want to do that anymore. I'm good. I've seen enough of the party scene. I've seen enough of like the no substance scene. I've seen enough of the, you know, maybe sometimes they do, or maybe they never will, because they're always just gonna be, that's just their life. That's just who they are. It's not my job sometimes. Like I'm not gonna force people I'm not gonna force people to get on a higher wavelength. That's not my job. Fortunately, that's not my job. Man, that's just the way it is. I'm not here to baby people. I'm not here to like, now, you know, it all depends on like, this really just depends on who the person is, because I have people in my life who, 3 people specifically, 3 like very, very close friends who I consider like to be like my closest circle. Now for them, like I wouldn't let them like belittle themselves or devalue themselves, or, you know, start falling down the way. I won't let that happen for them. But there's only so many people in your life that you can do that for, that you'd be willing to do that for. You know what I mean? But it's, I don't know. It's really just one of those things where, you know, like for those people specifically, I would do everything in my power to make sure that we're always on a path of moving up, and to have them never lose hope, never, for anything. Like I won't let them get to a point of where I don't want to, like, I want to do everything that I can to not let themselves, you know, get into a point of self-destruction, get to a path of self-destruction, and vice versa. It's like, if we see, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, pick your people up, you know, like, and I would, not that I would expect the same, but obviously, like, if I'm slipping, or if I'm like, you know, I've said this before, like, if I'm slipping, like, let me know. Like, if I'm tripping, if I'm, you know, check me. Like, because that's what real friends do. You know, I don't want anything to be sugar coated. I don't want anything to be like fake or nothing like I don't know. Because I don't respect that. Like, I respect them enough. I'll respect them enough to tell them the truth, and I expect the same. That is what I do expect, though. The truth, honesty, respect, and all that, and like that's the bare minimum, you know. If we can't get the bare minimum with people, there's no way. There's just no way. If we can't get the bare minimum, like of communication, like there's just no way, that we can possibly make it work. So, as friends, as that, and that's with every kind of relationship, with as friends, as lovers, as you know, all that. So, but I don't know. That's it for this rant. But in terms of like addictions, withdrawals, and falling down in your hardest moments and latching onto something, there is ways to turn your negative behavior, your self-destruction behavior, and turn it into positive things. What I did was, instead of, you know, when I wanted to like, instead of going to Macdonald's, instead of going to fast food, I would just, I found working out to be my thing. That's my outlet, you know? Laura, the golden rule, treat others exactly. So, you know, it's one of those things where like, if we, regardless of who the person is, if you know, or not about people, what am I talking about? In terms of like switching your thing into a positive thing instead of a negative thing, like, you know, find your healthy outlets. Find a thing that you can do that takes your mind away from the negative things that you want to do, you know? Like when I'm working out and stuff like that, it's like the last thing I want to do is like throw it away by eating some freaking junk. You know, if I just put in a hard workout, like I want to continue that good feeling to feel good. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to throw it away, you know? You know? And I've still been caught. Listen, I'm not perfect. I'm not flawless. My diet is not flawless and stuff, but it's way better than it used to be. My body looks way better than it used to. Like, come on, you know? And it's like seeing myself now, it's like looking in the mirror, like I never want to go back. Ever. I never want to go back. I never want to step on the scale and see a 2, unless I'm freaking just jacked. Like if I just gain, like, which is going to take years. You know, if I just gain and if I look good at 200 pounds, then by all means. But that's not my body type. I know my body type, and I'm usually like the leaner type. So, but anyway, find those healthy outlets, and if you need to cut somebody off in order to continue your self growth, then do it. That's why I try to not be like, okay, especially like in my circle, like I try not to be a negative. I don't want to be like a negative influence before, you know. Now I will say, like last year or whatever, I don't know. I think I was a bit of an unhealthy person to be around, just because of things I was going through. You know, just because of, I don't know, me being unhappy with myself, and which led me to be unhappy with other people, including the people close to me, which then led to, you know, things happening. So, you know, but now I would say that, you know, I try to be, now that I am in a better spot, try to be, I don't want to be the bad thing in people's life. I want to be like that good thing, you know, just a positive thing in someone's life. I want to be good for someone's mental health, not bad for their health, you know. Mental health, the most important health there is. I'd rather be good for it. I'd rather help someone go up than be a part of the reason why they're going down, because I'd only be dragging myself down too. So if I'm picking myself up and I'm in a happy place, why not spread that happiness to other people, to the people close to you? Why not do that? Why not? You know? But anyways, that's gonna be it for me. I gotta get to the track and warm up, do some starts and stuff like that, and you know, for my race at 5 o'clock. So that being said, my name is Hayes, of course. Stay happy, hydrated, all that good stuff. And I'm out.